So Arvid asked us if we wanted to go to Poland and do the ADCC Trials.
I believe we were talking about going to IBJJF's Europeans instead, but Arvid just told us like, man, do trials instead. And at least I didn't take him seriously at first.
So we looked up what a flight would cost and we saw that it was like $50, and at that point, I mean, you can't say no.
Yeah, so on the plane, Arvid, Simon and Felix, they all sat next to each other. I don't know why, but I got a seat like really far away from them. It was Felix who booked the flights, and I don't know why, but...
It was definitely intentional. I think Felix knew it was a game plan. He didn't want Isac's big ass snoring all over him.
Basically fell asleep on the plane. I think Arvid has a photo of me sleeping on his shoulder.
Good old Baghdad. Baghdad, we har tagit dit. Yeah.
So we got there in the morning and we didn't get the hotel until like 4 p.m. So basically we went out to the city and just explored.
The plan was to see the city of Warsaw and
Fucking arret.
then cut weight Friday. The boys had a few kilos to lose, so cut weight Friday.
and then compete in trials in Saturday.
So we're in the hotel room now. We're gonna check our weights. As you see before, I'm gonna compete in a minus 66 kilogram weight class, and I know I'm a couple of kilograms over. The 3.8 kilograms.
I'm guessing he's about to do the 88.
3 kilos.
So after we ate, we were thinking about going swimming
In this city river. I mean, it sounded pretty bad, and it was like 1.5 hours away.
It's been a misunderstanding. We're actually discussing financials.
Okay, at the end we're gonna go hit the swimming pool, man.
Shitty city river, Alright.
Change of plans. We're going bowling. The river was 1 hour and 40 minutes away, so we decided if we want to get some good sleep tonight, we're going to do something else. So
We're gonna jerk off.
Du är fan 24 år gammal. Du hänger med massa jävla barn också.
Round 1. Fight!
Ooh. I'm gonna fly, boy. Look at this.
Du är fokuset.
Oh, nej.
Så ja.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I fucked up the pool match. It fucking hurts, you know.
Yeah, so after I beat their asses in pool,
We ended up passing by Lidl. We got some more groceries.
we're about to go to bed the day before the weigh-ins. So we're gonna check what weight everyone's on right now. 79.5. 2.6 kilos over.
I weighed in at 69. That's about 3.1 kilograms over. And I mean, I was pretty nervous at this point. I mean, I hadn't drank anything the whole day.
So Friday, the only thing we had planned was for the guys to cut the last bit of weight off.
So the weigh-ins opened at 7 p.m. So we basically had the whole day just to do something else.
And we thought it would be a good idea to visit the city river.
It was like 1.5 hours away with train.
Big ass woman.
Big woman.
Big woman. This is us.
We like it.
We like it. Yes.
What do you think about the city?
Very beautiful. It succeeded my expectations.
exceeded my expectations. Fucking racist.
25 meter Mali kebab.
Mali kebab. Jag tror det kommer från Somalia.
We missed our train with about 1 minute to spare. So now we gotta wait 15 minutes to get to the river we're gonna bathe in.
So we thought we could get away with not buying any train tickets.
Unfortunately, the ticket guy on the train, he came to confront us and ask for our tickets.
And, you know, there was a bit of a language barrier. This guy only spoke Polish, and after a while of back and forth, he got pretty angry and threw us off the train.
And to be fair, I would be mad as well. 3 gringos playing stupid, like we didn't know we needed tickets. Yeah, so we just we took the next train, and apparently you could just buy tickets on the train, so that's what we did.
Now we're going to the beach, but first we have a pit stop. We're about to fight these Polish people there. Visa them.
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, I was quite disappointed honestly with the place we chose to swim.
It was just almost like a kid's bathing place. I mean, it was still fun, but maybe not worth it, the 1.5 hour ride we took there.
The clock is 3 o'clock, 4 hours away from weigh-ins. We're going to Lidl now to buy some food we can have after the sauna, so we can ease our stomachs into all the carbohydrates we're going to be consuming this night. And after Lidl, we're going to cut the weight. Let's get ready.
And this guy, he has a lot of energy, but this guy and this guy,
I haven't eaten anything for 6 days.
Fucking 2 days.
I got these two, a mix of fruits for sugar and some energy.
han har vapen. Han har en snopp i handen allihopa.
So when we got to the gym, sign-up fee was only like 1 Polish zloty, their currency. So it was very cheap, and we actually met a guy there that was going to compete in my weight class.
I train out of like Henzo Gracie, Vienna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know Milan?
Milan, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I trained with him in Austin.
Yeah, the sauna was really nice. It was 2 separate rooms. They had a steam room first and like a normal dry sauna.
I mean, it was the perfect place for weight cutting.
I didn't join the guys in the sauna. I figured it'd be a perfect time for me to go hit some biceps, you know. Got a real sick pump in at some Polish disco gym over there.
Weight cut in the sauna wasn't really that bad. I was really anticipating that this was going to be harder than it actually was. The strat we chose was just to do it under a long period and just on low heat. We basically sat on the floor and just try to stay in there as long as possible, and also using a credit card to swipe off the sweat to kind of release all the water from your pores. That will make your body try to sweat more to cool down your body again.
After making the weight, we went down to the place where the weigh-ins was going to be held.
So we ended up pretty much first in line, waiting for the weigh-ins to start. We were about 2 hours early. We had heard that maybe you could get early access to the weigh-ins, but unfortunately not this time.
We sat in that corridor, and after just more and more time, more people just started showing up. And we had some guy just telling us to come, and the line had just switched. We had moved back to like a lot of people, so we were still back in line a lot. But when you look behind you, it's like a whole line of people, like very, very long.
The weigh-ins was actually pretty shit, to be honest. It was chaos. So many people. I mean, I guess it was probably around 500 people crammed up in the same spot, everybody trying to get first in line.
Just wait in. What will you be feasting on right now?
Got some dates, apples, some electrolytes. I just had some fruit, and now I have these 2 electrolyte drinks and some electrolytes in this. We had some problems with weigh-ins. I'm apparently still red. My name is still red on SmoothComp, so it's not done. It's fucking chaos in there. That's why we're outside. Like 200, 300 people trying to weigh in at the same time.
The weigh-ins are done. The boys are hungry, so we passed by Lidl before going home. The guys have been talking about getting some good shit to eat all week, and the time has finally arrived.
Before all this, I had this strategic plan how I was going to eat, you know, a little bit and not eat too much, you know, right after. All that went out the window when I had made weight.
Me and Simon was strategically trying to buy like pasta and lean meat, try to refuel like the proper way, not to get so bloated. Felix had a different strategy. He just bought a lot of meat with a high fat content and just a lot of bread. I swear to God, his plate was this high of just bread, meat and like cream cheese or something.
So me and Felix were sleeping in the bedroom and Isac and Simon were sleeping in the living room.
Somewhere around 2 o'clock in the middle of the night, an alarm went off. It sounded like a doorbell, just ringing.
So imagine waking up in the middle of the night, the loudest noise you can imagine. Fucking some Polish guy screaming at you. Uwaga, uwaga.
W budynku.
To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not having better like survival instincts, because I just fell back to sleep.
Me and Simon, we looked up on Google Translate what like uwaga, uwaga means, and apparently it means like warning, warning. We were kind of confused. We didn't know what we were going to do, but our best solution was just, if the alarm goes off again, then we'll take care of it, because we were both so tired.
So now it's Saturday, it's competition day. I think Felix's first match was scheduled around 10:30, and then Isac was just right behind him at like 11 AM. So
we went to the stadium, I listened to some music trying to hype myself up.
We warmed up. The warm-up areas were shit, basically no mats. But we got it done, we got warmed up, and I managed to also fix my problem. And they basically scheduled my match just on the go. Tight passing, which in hindsight would be stupid. Didn't work the first time. I restarted and did the same thing, and then he got into my legs, really beautiful. It felt really fucking strong. Basically just went into my legs, and my feet are notoriously really weak, and he got me in an outside heel hook. And that was basically my whole match. It wasn't a very glorious match. Still a cool experience though.
In my first match I went up against a 20-year-old brown belt from Academia Gorilla. Sat down immediately. Apparently my arm popped. I didn't hear it, but I talked with the guy after and he heard my arm pop.
The event was pretty cool. It was like a nice experience for me to see all the guys fighting at like a really high level. It was like a good energy in the crowd.
I mean, it was a great event. Also seeing Simon, got to go up against some pretty good competition, some blue belt. Got done with the competition, went home, ate some food, slept.
So the day after the competition, we basically just wanted to take like a rest day, just to relax a bit. Felix went to an internet cafe just to sit and edit some videos. Quite boring if you ask me. Me, Arvid and Simon, we went to an indoor water park / spa, I guess.
Once there, I think we were probably this close to getting kicked out like multiple times. I honestly wish we had footage, but we probably couldn't post it anyway. We'd probably get sued or whatever. I think Isac... Jag kan bara inte säga det alltså. Jag vet inte hur jag ska säga det. Nu skickar en farsa i vattnet alltså. The indoor water park had like an obstacle course in the water. Isac and Simon, they were going crazy man. I think they sent this guy flying in the water. They got like an ear beating from the lifeguards or whatever.
They had this Russian banya.
I think we crammed up like probably like 30 people inside it was a pretty big sauna, but you know, crammed everybody up. There was this, I guess this sauna master, big guy. Big ass. started speaking in Polish, and then he put water on the rocks or whatever, and then he had like a big flag. He would staple it down to the floor and then swing the arrow around the sauna. I did it like 4 times, and it got super hot. I think we were all kind of dying in there, but it was a great experience.
So the Russian banya was so awesome that we had to go back the day after with Felix. Sadly, I couldn't experience it because the banya master wasn't there at the time.
In the evening, the plan was to go to Academia Gorilla.
Yeah, definitely one of the high points of the trip was visiting Academia Gorilla.
We showed up there. It was already a class going on. It was a no-gi class from before that we missed. Pavel was teaching both classes, and he was actually rolling in the first one. He didn't roll in the second one. And I gotta say, man, it's really impressive. I mean, the way Pavel teaches, you can see that this guy spends whole life doing this. I mean, he's a true expert.
Like I can hold my leg on the parapet and I can go for the secondary, I can go for the table. Or even if you will just shoot for the, let's say, knee slide, knee tap, exactly, I can easily push him away and I can be on my side, so sometimes it's gonna be easier for me to set up my position. Even when he will try to shoot the triangle on that side, it's gonna be easier to defend it because it's put me away.
Here.
And to then throw the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always that side. Never.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you frame on that side, the cross, I can go by this shot there.
Okay.
Clean that. Like Declan Moody was using that. He's using that all the time when somebody is framing on the cross.
Being the first guy to pass Pavel's door. I've seen the outside passing movement.
Shit, man, it's impressive, right?
Don't tell him that he's
I think we're pretty lucky to be able to experience training with Pavel, since he just won trials like a few days before. I think even me being injured, just sitting on the side watching, I got to see some good techniques, learn some really awesome details on guard retention.
Really great class. We showed some good techniques on like guard retention and false reap entries. It was a great class.
I gotta say one thing that I think makes the Academia Gorilla guys so good. It was classes like all the time. It was before us and after us, people stayed on the mats and just kept on drilling and talking about stuff. I think that's a really big problem when it comes to most gyms, that you have to get off and get on at a set point.
What did you think about the training?
It was good. It was new people, new techniques.
Would you like the vibe in here?
It's kind of scary, man.
Scary.
So the next day was the last day. We were going home on Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, Arvid had been talking about getting a haircut the whole trip.
We tried to find like the cheapest place who could give him just a simple buzz cut.
Inside a wall, pretty much, down underground in the subway. It was like a barber shop. 2 Asian guys had. We passed them by, they were cool dudes. They had some funny pictures on the wall. I was supposed to get like a simple cut, just like a buzz cut, so we figured, hey, let's do it. The way he was cutting my hair at first, I got pretty worried, to be honest, but You know, for the amount of money I paid, guys being cool, it ended up being worth it.
Yeah, if you're ever in Warsaw, check out the Asian guys next to the half price shop in the central station. I would say Arvid would recommend it.
Oh. Now then.
Yeah, that was pretty much it for the trip. I really enjoyed Poland, to be honest. Warsaw surprised me a lot. It was a beautiful city. We had a great experience. ADCC Trials was awesome.
I'm really excited also to go to Poland to see the ADCC World Championships 2026.
At this point, I guess you have a pretty good idea of who we are as people. If you want to support us, you can go follow my YouTube and also subscribe to our Instagrams. And thank you so much for watching this vlog kind of style. I also want to say thank you for B-Team for heavily inspiring this kind of style that we're doing this in, this kind of interview stuff. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.